What was that?
There's a Canadian comedian that was really funny. He basically the video shows him, he's asking a lady, he's like, hey, have you ever been with a younger guy? Because they're doing some crowd work. And she just kind of shrugs her shoulder and she's like, my dad's right here, like with me, sitting with me. And the guy's like, okay, well, I'm going to take that as a yes. Because an appropriate answer would be, no, I have not.
Of course I haven't. No, not at all.
So she just kind of like, my dad.
I'm going to decline to answer because daddy's beside me.
So it's really good. And then she's a teacher. She says she admits she's a teacher. And then she's like, oh, have you ever had a crush on younger guys? And she admits, and then they ask her like straight up, and she's like, just shrugs her shoulder. And I'm like, again, another answer that should have been, no, I don't have crushes on my students. people just roasting her in the comments. Oh, I love it.
I learned a long time ago, you can't go to a comedy show or club or anything and sit where they can see you if you don't want to be exposed or limelight or anything. Because if you're where they can see you, you're part of the show. And just
especially in the let's see if he's is he there? On my way, he says.
Awesome.
So all my things that I want to show off tonight are vehicle related. They have cool. at least 4 wheels.
Oh, nice.
So that's good. That's all old stuff anyway, but at least it's something to participate. We'll see how this goes.
Well, people don't have to have new crap. Some people, no, it's all about how much you can spend. Like, bullshit. I've had shows where I didn't spend much at all. Actually,
yeah, you don't have to.
I didn't spend much at all here, actually. This is the cheapest one probably ever. Hey, JB. We're just waiting for Big Nate to show, and
oh yeah, let's get the comments.
Start up.
So does StreamYard not have a good way to add commentary, or it's just because it's coming through YouTube? You can't ever respond back through it, right?
Well, no. Okay, so for you being on my stream, you'd have to fire up
YouTube.
One of the things I'm streaming to, because remember, I'm streaming to 6 right now, right?
Yeah.
Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and 3 Facebooks. One of them being my own main page. Hey, Ryan. And but for you to type to the chat, you'll have to fire up YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Phone or whatever. Now, right now, if I were to type in my unified chats, I see all my chats. If I were to type one line right now, because it says all, broadcast to all of them, which is bad, because here's the problem. Every time I do that, the 3 Facebooks, it creates brand new brand new stream links. It's horrible.
Yeah, you don't want that.
And Facebook screwed this up a long time ago. So if I wanted to type into the YouTube, I can. And then what I do is I just select just YouTube specifically, which is honestly all I want to do anyway. I stream to everything else just because it's painless for me for the most part. Where is that keyboard? There's the keyboard.
There you go. So that's how I add to the chat through the YouTube link.
Because for me, it will show for me. And it is a direct link to any of my streams, whichever I'm sending them out to.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's updated. No, it always works. It's decent because it's fun to communicate with anybody in the YouTube chat. It seems to be the easiest one.
I'm hoping I have internet Saturday. So we are...
You switching?
No, updating, upgrading, whatever.
Oh, okay.
We finally run to the end of the line of what we can do on the old hardware. And if we want to continue to save money, we have to take their new hardware. They basically have forced us now. It's like, nope. It's more money if you want to sit where you're at, which is retarded, right?
Yep.
It's like we played the game, we're at the and of course now it's no contract. So it's like, listen, we're at the end of a year, blah, blah, blah. We want the same rate. And they say, nope, gotta get the new hardware. So Saturday, I think 10 in the morning.
It should be fine because the internet, it's like unless you're dicking around with
coming in
settings and stuff.
They got to put their hardware in, their modem in.
Yeah.
And I may or may not have to run new lines to everything.
What's your highest data stream that you have to what's your choke point going to be for your data? on that for this right now that you're doing? What's the biggest choke point? The modem?
Actually, for the internet, it's not going to be an issue because the bottom line is whatever modem they give me gives me 4 ports out.
Yeah.
And one of them is going to go into my router, and that's what everyone else is getting fed with anyway.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to get anxious about it. Hey, Greg. Hey, awesome. Oh, we're going to have a packed house. Sweet.
So far, we got 3 people on the stream. Hit those likes, boys.
We just got to get Big Nate up.
Oh, there's Ryan. You're going to be down to 1 camera.
Well, I can technically put 9 on the screen.
Oh, yeah, Ryan, I was going to ask you about that.
I could put 10 on the screen. I know. Isn't that so cool? I
the
love
big
that
old
view.
Bear. You have some PETA people on your ass.
He said bear too. You see?
Is that a bear? What is it, a coyote or a wolf or what?
Timberwolf.
Timberwolf, okay.
Timberwolf.
Yeah. It just, you can't tell, like, just like from afar. Like,
from there, you can't know.
That's funny. Because you had a picture up at some point with that stuff. Hey, you know what's really funny? Today I went into...
Now, what you should do is you have that up there and you should put hang a sign in neon that says vegan. It'll just trip everybody out.
What's awesome is that I literally went past a bar today. It was a bar / arcade.
Oh, great!
I guess somebody made it
again after.
And that game was in the window.
Oh, really?
How big is that, Ryan? Is that like full size or is it like medium?
3/4 scale.
3/4?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
The 1-ups, yeah. Is that what it is? Arcade 1-up? Is that the name of them? The brand name? Ryan?
Yeah, it's Arcade 1-up.
Arcade
1-up.
Yeah.
What are those things?
Some smaller ones now. They just got tabletop ones you can buy too, but they're like $200.
What are these middle size ones worth? The 3/4 size?
They call it Arcade and Countercade, I think, are the 2.
Oh, Countercade. Hey, Shazam! Oh, hey, let's put some.
There you go. I was about to say, Nate,
everybody.
I was going to say you forgot to pay your power bill there for a second. You were a little dark.
Oh, my speakers weren't working. I was like,
oh, damn. Now, normally, Big Nate's building at this time. We'd be hooking up with him. So I feel bad because I don't know if he feels like we bumped him or something.
He's losing.
Well, I mean, I can build or I can show. What are we doing?
Oh, whatever you like.
Whatever you like.
Well, we got a little bit of show and tell. I know he's been driving around Ontario picking up stuff. So I know
I got a couple things.
Cool stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot 2 of the things.
I might just watch Ryan play this.
I know, isn't it awesome?
Well, yeah, if he puts another camera in the right spot, he's going to steal all the views. He could do it.
Is that one of those little
beyond mine and
Ryan? You gotta.
I've done that too, right? I've been
you gotta hack
and someone else's.
You gotta hack that and have that as a broadcast. Broadcast your game.
If I knew how, I would be doing it.
Or even hooking. You could hook that up to like your big screen or something. Oh, that'd be great. Imagine playing on that and then.
Well, I could do that with the Switch.
Yeah.
But that new game.
Oh, is that the new package that came out with all the games? Like all the retro games are in it.
Let me fix Greg first.
That'd be good. That'd be cool to get. That'd be fun to go through all those old games.
You guys are distracting, so that's good. Let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna grab those couple extra sets. Hold on a sec.
Let's see. Actually, he's still part. I don't think he deleted it. It's still. It wouldn't. I don't think it would allow me to add him. Let me see.
Oh. I'm just gonna see.
That doesn't look like that worked. I don't know if he deleted the chat or if he deleted me. Because right now, I'm not seeing him to add him back. Is he listed in the membership? Members. No, where's the... C group members. Okay, now I'm at a loss. I can't figure out how to add him back. Unless he blocked me.
Who's that?
Greg Dillon. He's one of our more recent additions to the private chat, and he's been on stream with me once now. But
Yeah,
he lost the link to the chat. He said, but I think he's figured it out. What's funny is I'm not seeing him. Oh no, I see him, and he's still a member. There we go. So you've cooked the dinner for the kids? They're all fed and good, Ryan?
Oh yeah, they're all good to go. Nathan, he's been down here once already.
Oh yeah? I don't see Eileen.
Oh, we got a really crappy weather tonight. I don't know what you guys got out your way, Toronto-wise.
It's fine right now. Wednesday is supposed to be horrible for us.
Is that supposed to be the cold? What do they call it? The
yeah, that snap that's coming in 10 centimeters of nasty.
We're due for one of those things.
I'm very happy this came in. This has been sitting on the floor for.
We got a week of mild weather, and then we dropped the -30s again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the polar vortex. That's what they call it.
Polar vortex.
That's cold snap. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah. It's funny.
Hey.
We just threw out some of my winter boots too, so. And now it's going to get cold. Like, it's okay. My wife asked me, no, get rid of it.
Rick, did you ever get the stuff from Europe that you were waiting for?
Actually, there's a nasty story.
What's that?
There's a nasty story about that, but I'm not going to tell it tonight.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You mean didn't receive it, or was it just
attempted fraud?
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Well, it it's an expensive game. It's okay.
Every once in a while, right?
My refund is being processed by the credit card company, so that's okay.
Did they pull the eBay China thing where you get like something small and insignificant?
Hey, Greg, how you doing, buddy?
I was thinking about a different group.
Oh, okay. Everyone, this is Greg Dillon from our chat.
Hi, Greg.
Hey.
Hey, Greg.
So I finally
the Fast and the Furious car. Nice. Skyline.
Ordered it first 15 seconds at midnight, and 6 hours later, back.
Oh, you got it. Nice. Oh, no way.
Yeah, but I'd gotten everything else, and I got the gift with purchase, so it's not like I was really worried about it. But and now that I have it in hand, now I'm seeing what everyone's complaining about. It should have studs, or it should be stud free. Like, I'm looking at this, and it's like we could have easily made this stud free.
Oh, they left it on the hood.
On the front.
Oh.
And I just don't get it.
Yeah,
it's actually an easy mod, but it makes it
there
look
plates?
beefier. Well, there's absolutely tiles you can put on it, but I'd have to pull them from my own stuff. I couldn't move stuff around on this build. But, I mean, people cry a lot too. It's not bad looking that way, but it does look better tiled up than studded up. I don't need it to be stud free, but having basically 8 studs there, it seems like
is there a
crazy.
piece? Is there a piece that could replace that particular one? That's free of studs. Like that's flat? Like
not in the build. You got to pull from your own stock.
Yeah, but is there a piece that would be the same?
Do the same job. Well, no, because you got a 5, you got a line of 5 and a line of 3. So, but it's okay because what you're going to do is you're going to use a kind of an L-shaped or wedge-shaped tile.
Yeah,
and then you could just use a 1x3 maybe, or 2 1x2s. Either way, it's not hard.
Yeah, Greg had the vehicle in this picture there. He is holding it.
Ooh.
Already built. There. Let's see.
Oh yeah, no, he's got a lot of this stuff.
And what are they using on the bottom? Are they using clear bricks for the lights, like the under lighting?
Over here, we got trans-clear cheese slopes.
But he's got the bottom of the vehicle showing, and there's 2 or 4 trans-clear, 5, 6. bricks there?
Gonna try. I'm trying.
Yeah, flip it from the side. There you go. There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, or is that just long ones? Like one by.
Those are
Okay.
6.
Yeah.
I
So is
guess
that
to simulate the underglow, because remember,
Is that
in
what
the
it's
movie-
mimicking? Yeah.
Well, yeah, because in the movie there's underglow and they've got a shot
Cool.
box there.
Cool.
Actually, that's cool because that means there's potential to gimmick a tiny LED in there, maybe.
6 1x2s.
6 1x2s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could hide a little LED in the middle of the body, I'm sure. Sneak it through. Are those things
gotta
thin
be
enough?
space. So far, there's if you use the Lego ones, I wouldn't use the Lego ones. I would use third-party one for sure.
Some of those builds you see are really bright. Like it's like wow.
That's the problem. Almost everyone doing LEDs chooses the wrong ones or puts too much power through them and burns them out anyway, or worse, heats up the wires and damages your Lego.
Yeah. That's even worse. The LED shouldn't be used. LEDs are inherently not hot, so unless they're screwing up the wiring.
Well, LEDs actually do get warm though. You take any LED and over time, you put your thumb over it, it'll warm up. They're definitely cooler than incandescent bulbs and all that crap. Sure, because you take a 60-watt bulb that's been sitting there for a while and put your hand.
It's going to burn you.
Hospital. Yeah.
It's like touching on. Yeah.
I could take any of these LEDs and over time, I mean, they're warm. They're not hot. It's not oh, ow.
But it shouldn't melt anything per se, right?
You expose the plastic long enough, and you can cause it to not liquefy, but you can cause it to deform a little for sure.
Hey, Greg, what was your little friend there beside you? You got a companion?
My grandma's dog.
Oh yeah, cute. It's standing there. This is cute. Meanwhile, we got Ryan over here with his pet friend on the wall.
I tell you, isn't that something when you see that big thing on that wall?
Where's the bullet hole, Ryan? Did you find it? Or is it buckshot?
Nope.
That's too close for comfort.
22-250.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, of course. Nobody wants to be that close.
No.
Well, actually, I was calling coyotes, and he came in for the call.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, free lunch.
Dumb animal. Well, actually, not so dumb.
No, because they know there'd be a carcass.
He come out of the bush, and he instantly started circling downwind because I think he knew something was off.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's interesting how they hunt. That's cool. They'll find you.
He wasn't going to come too close. I shot him at about 200 yards.
Oh, nice. Well, you followed the number one rule. You looked first, because I remember when that lady. So a guy and a lady, they're out in the Maritimes. I don't know if it's Newfoundland or not, but they went out and they pull over to the side of the road, and she's just sitting there. He goes into the woods, tree lines 200-300 yards, right? Because they saw something, and where they are, it's legal. You could actually do it from the highway, like you could do it from the road if you really want to. In a lot of places, you could not do that. So he goes off into the woods, and then she sees whatever.
No way.
She ends up freaking out her husband, And what's the number one rule with the gun? You don't shoot unless you know what you're shooting at. And then she told whatever story, this and that, and some people accuse her of just taking out her husband. And no, right? No one's ever going to know the whole story, but it's like that's
quite the alibi. I thought it was an wolf. Oh yeah.
It sounds like it's a tragic accident, or it could be. I'm sick and tired of this guy. I'm not making him dinner no more. He's an a-hole, and I'm done with him.
Rick, I'm gonna throw you a mega set while we're at it.
Okay, hang on.
Ready?
I'm gonna
blow it up. All right, here we go.
Oh my god!
Oh sweet!
World Builder off-road Jeep set. So you get the trailer that pulls your 4x4, and you get a bridge that does working. I guess I could show it on the back here. It does the right here. I guess it moves, so it does like the bridge that's going to break, but it ends up just going down. Then you've got all the different stuff. So this is the World Builder. That's the other sets you can get too. The scale that I was trying to say. So this is the same as the Canadian Tire ice truck scale.
Yeah.
But there's the big boy right there. So as a Jeep owner, this is one of my first sets that I got way back just for fun when they were at Toys R Us and all that stuff. But yeah, there's a cool set.
It is cool.
So that's you reclaiming your childhood there or something. I mean,
No, not at all. It just being a
you
Jeep.
said you had it before.
No, I have a Jeep, right? I own a Jeep. So this is just a cool little thing to have. That's
sorry,
a Jeep thing kind of thing.
Sure.
But yeah, the build itself is just it's kind of cool because it's got these are like the Halo wheels now off of the Warthogs.
Yeah.
So this was back in what year was this sucker born? 2014. So they mix and match all the parts and stuff. But yeah, cool little Jeep set. It's the biggest of the World Builder Jeep branded stuff.
So you're gonna build it sometime?
I have it already. Half built. So this is just a sealed box that I got, but I have it, but I haven't actually built it. So that may have been what you were thinking of.
Yeah.
I just found another one at a good price, and I'm like, I gotta get it. It's too good to not have a couple because you can do different things with this kind of stuff. Change up the colors, do different things, and yeah, definitely it's gonna be a build though. Once that all starts, like you did, right? I'll do the mega style version of the builds and showing off and inventorying it and all that stuff.
Nice.
Be good. So that's a Jeep one, but I still have a couple other ones we'll go through after you finish yours there.
You should get a tattoo.
What's that?
And
What's that, Greg?
Get a tattoo?
off.
I'm not that crazy about it.
Oh man.
I'll take the Jeep out there and get a little dirty and get a couple dents.
He might not like Jeeps in 10 years, and then he's gonna feel real bad about that tattoo. And I don't know how you're gonna cover Jeep.
Yeah, I don't know how you mix that up. No, it'd be fun. You know what though? For life, I'm always a fan. It's that life, right?
Oh yeah.
But it's
My
fun.
brother-in-law had a Jeep, and the only reason I could figure he gave it up was just the gas.
Yeah. Right now, that's literally my local work vehicle that I'm using. But as for going, say, out to the middle of the bush somewhere and wasting tanks of gas, yeah, that ain't gonna happen anymore. No, not at $1. What it went up again now is $1.55 in our area. Oh,
yeah, it's $1.50 for us right now.
For the guys in the States, if you do the exchange rate and price per gallon versus liter, we're paying about 3 and change a liter. 3 and change. Yeah, a liter. American, so it's about $8 a gallon that we're paying around.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So you imagine that, like we're paying double or triple what you guys are paying in gas, and we have our own stock. Like we could provide our own country with it, and it's ridiculous.
Well, we do and we don't because the thing
we don't have the refineries for it. That's the problem.
Well,
right?
We have both oil reserves in the ground, and we also have the tar sands. They're two different things, and the tar sands are brutal.
Yeah. It's like the hardest stuff to refine, right?
It's hard and expensive. And it made sense when our dollar was better against the American dollar to go for it. But while we're like 25 cents off the mark, it's not that cost effective. So a lot of the companies have backed off a lot from it. And even the government would rather have us not touch that.
Yeah,
it's hard to get and let it be a reserve. And basically, the policy is burn everyone else's reserves, which is, that's what a lot of countries are doing. Yeah, the U.S. has reserves, but they'd rather burn Arab reserves, right?
Dude, I guarantee you, one day we'll be trading water for oil. Just watch. The water wars.
But I know a lot of people will. I don't know if we will, but I know a lot of people will. You know what? If we do a better job of watching our water, we'll be fine up here.
Oh, we'll be fine. We'll be trading people water. We'll be giving them water because they'll be asking for it. If not trying to steal
we're already seeing some communities push out like Coca-Cola.
Nestle
pushing Nestle out because they don't want them bottling the water and charging people for it.
It's ridiculous.
Nope.
Yeah.
Out.
Well, they got in trouble in Ontario here for taking the water from a municipality before they even had a chance to get their own water. It's like priorities much? Like but
that's politicians. Honestly, that's not big business's fault.
Yeah. Well, they just took advantage. Big business is going to take advantage.
They played with the rules that were provided, and that's fine. I don't really have a real problem with companies that do that. We need better politicians and those who are a little bit smarter.
Yeah.
So the other day, birthday.
Yeah, you went traveling on your birthday. What'd you get?
Yeah, we were bouncing around, and so this was leading up to dinner at my mom's place, and then dessert at the Dimitri's Treat House, whatever you want to call it. We went out in the morning, just bouncing around. And what was funny was the discussion in the morning. We were talking about traveling this summer. Where are we going to go? And my daughter, actually, she asked me, hey, can I get stuff forwarded from the States, this and that, knowing what I know? And I said, well, we can and we can't. We can, but there's risks involved. You can use a forwarder, and here's your problem. You ship from somewhere in the States to a forwarder. As soon as it gets to the forwarder, the original shippers
all the information.
Well, no, they're done. The transaction's done, basically. So let's say you order from Target in the States, Target, and you have it shipped to the forwarder, which, by the way, they blacklisted most of the forwarders. So they won't.
Really? Oh, wow.
Because when they ship it to the forwarder, they're done. They've made their delivery, okay? And then whatever it takes for the forwarder to get it to you, whatever that time is, they don't care. And if something happens in transit, you're the customer going, hey, Target, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, we delivered it there. It's done. Whatever happened afterwards, that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not wrong. So a lot of companies in states, once they know about a forwarder and the addresses, they started accumulating blacklists and they just don't ship. Or they ship and they figure it out and then they get a bounce back, whatever, any number of things. So it's not that you can't use these forwarding services in the States, but they come and go so quickly. Like what's good this week is bad in 6 weeks. It's that fast, right? And there's a bunch of Facebook groups that can help you with this, but it changes a lot. So you don't find that you can rely on one for years on end usually, unless you're doing a lot of business, but you find that you're changing them too often. So now you're playing cat and mouse and there's an education game. But with all the talk about shipping, and then we go, well, you know what, for what she's looking for, I go, it might just be easier we just drive across the border, go shopping in Erie or Buffalo or whatever. And then it's, okay, passports. Well, my daughter's passport's good for we got a big extension on hers, huge one, like many, many, many years. And mine's good for, I don't know, 3 more years. But thinking of passports, it's like, oh, it's my birthday. Let's open up my wallet. Driver's license, well, that expires on my birthday. Health card, that expires on my birthday. Oh, shit. We're sitting here after breakfast going, uh-oh. So we head down to Service Ontario. It's only 2 blocks away. One person in line in front of me. Get in. We take care of something for my daughter. Basically, a age of majority card for her. For people that don't know, that's to cover a driver's license if you don't drive. That gives you the same kind of coverage when you go into a bar or whatever. I get my 2 cards done. We're in and out 15 minutes tops. Best service I ever had at Service Ontario. When we get out, it's like, well, what are we going to do? And well, we realized we need to go we needed to go to our local mall my daughter wanted a drink. I wanted drinks. Okay. So we get up there. I go to Dollarama. I'm going to go look at stuff. And that's when I took the photo of that Toys R Us Express, having never seen such a thing in Canada. And people go, oh, that's cool. And I found that the response was half the people didn't know such a thing existed either. And you know what? I couldn't find any signage for that place outside the mall. You wouldn't even know it's in there. Yeah, I literally tripped over it, and so would anyone else. That seems like ass backwards to me. But when I was in Dollarama, I was looking for one Hot Wheels. It felt like Christmas. Now, I thought what I was looking for was a super treasure hunt. And either I'm really wrong or this one just isn't from the same case. But whatever, it doesn't really matter. I don't really give a crap about the treasure hunts. But I was looking for... Where's this camera here? Actually, we can go back to this. And we'll do that. So that's...
Oh, wow. The white wall.
Pretty. Yeah, white wall's pretty. In fact, I'm tempted to buy a couple of these to take the wheels and put them on some of the other cars. I haven't customized any cars yet, This could be one I might use for that.
Is it easy to customize Hot Wheels?
Um,
Because those wheels are like
Okay.
pinned.
well, here's your problem. So on the bottom,
the
you got
rivets.
the two rivets. So you're drilling them out.
Yeah.
Now you got a choice. You can either try and rivet something new, or you can get the perfect screws. And I've seen the perfect screws. It's not a big deal, but you're never going to make it pass for untouched. It's always going so, which isn't a big deal to me. But there's a couple I might want to customize, and this might be the starter kit for doing something like that. And I had like a hit list of 8 I'm looking for, and I come pretty damn close to picking up everything I wanted.
Oh, you got the Baja one.
Yeah, and a new Baja one.
Do they send these specifically to Dollarama? These sets, like, or these cars, or is it just random across all?
This is not a unique send to them. No, I think this is the C case for the current one. This is a pretty one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, a fancy Roger Dodger. What is that? Like camo gold?
Digital camo with gold and black and white and some gold chrome. So I mean, it's just pretty.
And what's the little theme at the top? Unleashed something?
Unleashed design battle. Okay, so I guess it's a new wave of crap. But hardware's Dream Garage for the side theme. And so this is new to me.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, it's a new Bricky.
Oh, actually mega branded too.
Got the mega branding.
Something
As far as I know, this is a first release. I don't know, but I think so. I hadn't seen this in any other releases.
And what's it say there? Brick or what?
Brick and Delivery. Brick and
something
Delivery.
off Fortnite.
And Brick and Delivery
Fortnite?
is the name.
So it's actually from a game?
Really?
Something
That's cool.
something that looks
Oh, it looks like Fortnite. Okay.
Oh, okay. And then here's another one. So this is probably the 4th one I've gotten for this custom small block.
Oh,
And
nice.
what's
Nice
neat is no mega branding. So I don't think it's the
What?
same case, but yeah, that's a nice one. Definitely on the wild side. All right, so that's my Hot Wheels.
All right, I'm gonna throw you some Hot Wheels then while we're at it.
Oh, you got some? Okay.
Oh, I got some Hot Wheels, yeah, branded. Because remember, I was trying to get away with just giving you that, right?
Oh,
So this
yeah.
is from 2014 again, and then the other one's from 2013. So let's go with the older school one. So here's one. So this is the Super Blitzen. I guess I don't know if that's the name of one of the cars.
Okay.
So it's a pullback.
Familiar?
So
Oh,
you can do the small version of it, or you can do the jacked version of it. So there's your choice. So it actually came with the little accessories, and then there's your base that works.
Okay.
I don't know if it's sure it was this one or the other one. I'll show you the other one too. But I think it was the Baja one that did the pull. Oh no, it has the pullback. There it is.
So does
So
it
then
have
there's the-
actual suspension or just gimmicked?
So this is the gimmick suspension with that probably that little bit of turning around, right? Because it's the older version with the frame. So you can throw any car on it, right? So there's the original Bone Shaker from that.
Yeah.
So there's that one. So this is the one that you showed off the other day with the Bigfoot. That's the updated.
Yeah, I got an updated version of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So then you've seen this one because I've shown you this one, which is this set, the car carrier that turns into a stunt truck that you can do jumps with. And so that one is called the Urban Agent Stunt Rig. So I guess that's supposed to be like an undercover car, like a.
I would love to put that on a ramp and start shooting it off. Watch it disintegrate in parts.
It'd probably be a brick. I don't know. It might not fall apart.
What's the year
It actually has a shooter built in too.
Really?
So
that's weird.
Lots of cool things you can do with it. So that's the rig, and then the little one. This is the one that I was going to show you. So this is one that came with a gimmick where you could make it go forward with a little power wheel.
Oh,
So
that's
this wheel will spin, and then you'll shoot this guy forward. And so,
hey, JB, only if it's brick related or Hot Wheels. I'll make the exception for Hot Wheels.
and Rick, have you ever seen a Hot Wheels that looks like that with a
Sure.
triangle
There's
front?
some, yeah. There's some really wild looking Hot Wheels cars. I mean, you figure each wave is 250 now, and there's definitely some really interesting.
250 cars per wave. That's nuts.
Yeah, but
And
you
then,
get 72 in a case, and then I don't know how many cases a year.
and this is the one that we had talked about a long time ago, the red bone shaker. But to find the set cheap, not gonna happen.
And I'm not buying a whole monster set for the because I only want the car.
Yeah. So there's the whole set. The garage with
smaller than the other builds. No,
it might be. I'm wondering if it actually is
hood
just
4 wide.
Yeah. No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still wide. Here, here's a better picture of it right here. So the hood, is that the one?
Oh, look at what Big Nate's got. Hang on.
So what set is that from, Nate? Is that one of the tubes?
I don't know. I thought this was
one
one
of the
of those
tube
little.
ones.
I bought this off somebody on Facebook. It was a couple of bucks in a toy auction.
Yeah, I guarantee you that's from the tubes, the Hot Wheel tubes that were single cars. I wonder if it's on the back.
So it's not the current one because there's no 68 on the.
Oh, that's old. That's one of the original ones. Yeah.
Oh no! Hang on. That is new.
You think so?
I think. Well, here's the thing. So check this out. So we'll go back to.
That's a black dropper with a.
You might be that one.
This is 68 on it.
Go to the back of it. Is it that one?
68.
Oh, okay. So it is the new one. Yeah, the red one. Okay.
So it's a 2020 set, Nate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's one of the little.
And it looks like it's complete there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a cool picture of Skeletor riding in it without the roof on.
That'd be good.
On my Instagram.
Why? It's like, okay, the Hot Wheels, right? They put out the He-Man set, 5 cars or whatever. Why is Bone Shaker not Skeletor's car?
Yeah, right. I mean, that's a good question.
To me,
it's not in the lore, maybe. I don't know. Right?
Well, no, but if you look at all the vehicles, they're kind of, I mean, DC, they were smart enough to make a Bone Shaker for Joker.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Take a look.
Really? Is it a Hot Wheels car? Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna look this up. I haven't seen this.
I think there's something like 100 Bone Shakers, and I've got 30 now, or 35 of them.
Oh man, what the heck is that? That's his face on there. Wow.
Isn't it crazy?
Wow.
And
so this
there's 2. There's I think there's an ID version and a regular version.
Oh yeah, there's a really crazy looking version,
and they're both not cheap.
Oh,
yeah.
Do you have any of them? No, you don't have any of these.
Any of the Joker ones.
And it came in a pack. And it came in a multi-pack.
Peanuts Snoopy one or a Peanuts Charlie Brown one.
What?
There's a bunch of these branded ones I'd love to get, but I'm not paying crazy money to.
Is it worth $45 for 3 little cars? No, probably not. That's what it's showing price wise.
I mean, the most I paid was 15, I think, for one.
For one, so you're in that range.
And that was a lot. And I paid 20 for 2. You know, when I got the 2 on the black card, the 50th anniversary. But that was to get the black with gold wheels and everything, and like they was sweet. And I got 2 of those cars in that deal, so that's great.
Yeah, it's on eBay. It's on eBay in the States for $45 US for that set.
You're not getting my money on that deal.
No,
I don't care enough about this stuff. I'm starting.
That's going to be.
But
that'd be if you come across.
Me and my wife go in there, and she spots this one up on the highest peg in the store, and I'm 6 feet tall, so I'm reaching up the highest peg, and I had to reach for it. And then it's like, I'm going to check my list, and it's like another one. It was like Christmas for me, like, oh, this is
and another. And I'm going
to start weaning off of the other ones because it's truly the Bone Shaker is the one I'm really got the hard-ons for. But I mean, when you look at it, even side by side,
shows
so nice. When you see those skulls, I mean, they're just great.
You'll have to go to one of those collectible shows and start selling your doubles.
Yeah, trade them. Got to set some trades up.
The thing is, they're not really high demand anything. I don't know if anyone would bother.
Give you a reason to go with Ken to one of those shows.
Well, I'm gonna go to once the weather cleans up again, probably February or March. I'll go to, or even April. I'll go to the Hamilton one again because it is a good show for. Actually, there's a Burlington one I haven't been to that apparently blows.
Are you going to Bricks 6?
Bricks in a 6 for sure in July. Yeah, it's 3 days. I'm trying to decide: am I going to visit, or am I going to promote either myself or the groups? Or I don't know. There's a lot I could do or just promote the show. I might just do that. I don't know, but I'm going for sure. I'll book vacation time around it too, just so I'm off that weekend because I know a lot of people will come to town for it, and that might be, a good opportunity to meet people. I mean, see, when Grain did the first show before COVID, it was amazing. It was the first comeback for brick shows in the Toronto area, and he did it at that hotel downtown Toronto, and he had 2 gigantic rooms, and it was great. And then COVID struck, and it's like,
It kind of killed a lot of those shows, right?
Well, it took the fire out of his sail, like the wind out of his sails. It was just, he was just starting something. But now he's doing it in Mississauga, which I'm not thrilled about, but it's probably going to be cheaper and with easier parking. Like, I'm sure in every other way, it's great. And I'm willing to make that trip. It just sucks because with Toronto, you got everyone who can come down by transit. And you want the Toronto people, now they're going to drive because they're not going to want to take transit to go to Mississauga.
Yeah.
So, transferring the system sucks here. It just does. I mean, yeah, we could use the Presto card. That's great, but no one wants to do it. Trust me, if I ever get stuck in Mississauga, you think I'm going to take 2 transits to get home?
No.
2 transits.
Well, there is the one. Is it Sherway? No, that's not Sherway. It's out of Square One. You can take Square One transit right down to Union direct.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So is that?
But for me, that'd be so out of the way. Like, for me, it just makes
sense
to go down to Eglinton, across Eglinton to wherever the city split, and then next transit over. Because I could walk home. It's not a big deal. But
are you ready for an oddity, guys?
Yeah. What do you got?
Okay, here's a nostalgic 80s. Would it be 80s? No, it wouldn't be 80s, but it's a remake. So here we go.
Oh,
that's a big one. I didn't know they had bigger sets.
So it comes with the Bad Boys, right? It comes with the little, I forget the name of the guy again, but it's John Connor in the newer one, right? The movie version. So you get these little. So it's this. What I guess it would be a 6-wheeler. I'm not sure if it has the double rims or not. But what's really cool about that line is it kind of it gave us the T800s, right? Yeah. In plenty, right. Like I guess from instead of the figure pack, but then the other ones in the line were kind of cool. The spider tank, the laser fence, the time machine.
Saw the bigger sets. I only saw 2 small sets. So
yeah, so this is the big.
That's the biggest one I've seen now.
This is the biggest one of it total. So at some point, I think I was trying to mod up a hunter killer with stuff from the Call of Duty line, with like mixed in with like say the spider tank. You could use like the parts, but that is a massive chunker. Because you can open it, you've got the stuff inside. Because this is supposed to be the jail cell truck, right? Where it picks up people and then they'd come down and take it away, kind of thing. But the articulation is kind of like the Mars rover, where it has that one point in the middle.
Yeah.
Right. But the fact that you get like some soldiers, John Connor, and then T800s.
Oh. That's an army builder set for sure.
Yeah. Too bad it's not an army builder price for trying to find it now. But those 4-packs were available out west. I think it was Alberta, like discount store, $5 for 4 Terminators at some point. But there's another vehicle for you. It's a little different than the rest, but fun. This Terminator, I'm sure they'll reboot the Terminator series again and come back and give us some good stuff. Because it's too much of a moneymaker, right?
Oh, it'd be cool if they would do something with that license.
Yeah, they should. If they still have it, right? Who's got it now? But that's a cool set.
I wonder how much that one cost.
Which one?
The Terminator.
The Terminator.
The license or the sets?
The sets.
The sets. You know what? I'm so out of touch with the prices these days because everything's so inflated, right? With COVID throwing everything out of whack, everybody had money to burn. I honestly still think a lot of stuff on eBay and online is just overpriced.
And the
beyond belief. Yeah, the aftermarket is just terrible. People want gold standard prices for these things now, and I'm like kind of confused. Because Lego, your retail is already jacked up like crazy. And then aftermarket, the selling of the figures, learning through you guys how all that works is just like, wow. Because, like mega average, just a generic figure is $2 to $3. It's like whoopie doo. Yeah. But then some figures are like 15, 10. And then if you got Halo guys, they're rare.
Figures in Lego are just crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts that you can sell figures for the price of the set. And I'm
what's funny though? It's really limited to 2 themes for the most part. Star Wars.
Yeah.
The figure prices are outrageous. And then a little bit on the Harry Potter. And probably not so much on any other real theme. And what's worse, because everyone's pulling figures from the Star Wars and some from the Harry Potter, those sets down the road, finding them complete used is really tough. Because everyone took them to get the figures out. But for a lot of other Lego, there's really not this chase for the figures. It's really not that bad. So finding city and other themes, even friends, like it's not that bad to find them complete with the figs. But Star Wars, really hard used to get them with all the figs, legit figs. I've absolutely seen legit Lego sets used and the figs were swapped out because they sold the figures and
that's
then
all they had left.
Ordered the Chinese figs. Figure no one.
Oh no!
Yeah. I've been on the wrong side.
With the legitimacy factor.
Yeah. It's one reason I stopped buying sets in Lego Collectors Canada.
Yeah.
I had a few run-ins and having one of their moderators try and defend the guy who was selling the set. So in the end, I had PayPal fix that because that's why you should use the PayPal.
Yeah. So how did you deem it? It was a knockoff KOs. How did you know?
Well, for one thing, it was a figure with a full stud for the head, but no branding, and then there was a few other issues.
So it was obvious.
There's obvious marks missing from the figure. Plus, I had the legit figure. So.
And the pictures were self-explanatory. The seller's pictures showed
photography because almost nobody knows how to take a picture or they refuse to do it right. Even if they're going to use your phone, all you got to do to take a half decent picture, and you see me do it all the time, you hold your phone, you hold the center or wherever you want to focus.
To focus.
This for you. That's all you got to do, and it will clean up your picture pretty good.
Yeah.
And the fact that I see everyone with the blur, it's one thing if you're really close and you take a picture, and even if you hold it with your thumb.
There's 3 settings for zooming in.
Well,
right?
you may have,
portrait,
depending on your camera, right? I got 3, but it's like you're still going to have physics involved. So the center of the lens is going to be crisp. The outside, maybe not so much. That's fine. That's not what I'm seeing. People they snap a picture, snap. Like that's not how you're supposed to take pictures of anything.
Yeah. No, I hear you. We've all seen bad pictures at some point somewhere.
Oh my god! And people get upset. Can you take a better picture? I took a picture. Yeah. It looks like you went ha on a piece of plastic film and put it in front of the lens first, and then snap.
Oh,
like you don't know how many in the cold.
Even people handling their phones, they're not cleaning that lens either. So you're getting the oil, the film. Right? Yeah.
You could tell how many pictures I take when I can reach lens cleaner cloths. Not that these are great microfiber cloths, but they're better than nothing. And I've always got them within reach.
It's funny. Yeah. I hate it when I take a picture. I'm like in the moment and like, oh, the screen's dirty. The lens. No, it's the lens. It's like, oh, that's a shitty picture. It's like, I gotta take it again. Okay, everybody jack it back in the spot. Let's go. You miss out on some stuff like that.
I had to take my friend's phone apart because he was taking pictures and we couldn't figure out what was wrong. And then I took a look at his lens. Somehow he got moisture in it.
Oh.
And when I opened it, I didn't see any signs of corrosion, moisture, anything. But I guess there must have been a pop seal somewhere and it's just built up. I don't know. Maybe he wore it under his shirt or in his ass pocket. I don't know, but we fixed that temporarily. I told him it's going to happen again, though. But it was really bad. So it was really messing up his photography. Because he was, it must be the software, this and that. I go, no, you got moisture in there, dude. I can see it.
If he put it in a thing of rice, would that suck it out? Maybe.
Okay,
probably
that
not.
Works when there's a volume of water. That does just about nothing when there's just a film of moisture. You you dumped it in the toilet by accident because you were doing something you shouldn't do in the bathroom with your phone. Sure. Power it off first if it is on. Get it into silicate or what you said there, rice. There's other things. Don't do salt. That would be bad because you'll rust other components as the salt gets drawn into the phone. I know someone who did that because salt's great for drawing water away, and then the salt gets drawn into the phone and kills everything. So don't do that. But yeah, rice only will work on a volume of water and not just a little bit of moisture. And this is the problem. It was just like as if it was steamed or something. So yeah, that was my odd little thing. Wifey took the girls last weekend to out near your way, Dan, near it was Hamilton, to the Aviation Museum.
Oh, cool. Down by the airport. Yeah.
Yeah. So they did. I haven't been in there, or at least I haven't as an adult. I gotta go in there. Now I have a reason to, and here's the story. So they did a sleepover. So they go in there for dinner. They do, from 6 o'clock, and then they actually don't even go to bed until midnight. So they're sleeping under one of the aircraft.
Oh, wow.
And then the next day they get up, they have breakfast, and they get their whole act together. And by 8 o'clock, they're starting to move and everything. And then, of course, what's the last thing you do? You got to go through the gift store, the souvenir shop. And then wifey puts me on FaceTime and walks around the store. Hey, you want this? You want that? She only saw one brick set. She goes, do you want it? I go, oh, that's nice. Is that all they got? She goes, oh, I'll take a look around. Whole wall full of brick sets. And, she would have got me anything I asked for, and she would have got me as much as I asked for. But it's like, okay, I just have her pick up one, maybe two, right? So the first thing I had her pick up, and it's a smallish one, because I'm doing cars. And here, I'll cover that. So
Kobe?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
so I'll be
the
building it soon.
The
So
M4.
even though it's not my first Kobe set, it'll be the first one I build. So
I'm
we're
151.
doing that, and 91 pieces, small build. This will be a quickie, but it'll give me a taste of the build quality on this stuff. Really, it presents.
So do they have all like historically like warfare ones, like tanks, planes, and all that too?
They had a large number of aircraft,
Cool.
a handful of vehicles, I think 1 or 2 battleships.
Nice.
It's not a bad selection of Kobe, and here's what's cool about it. If you're already going in there, whatever the cost of getting there, $10-15 is not bad. Because if you were to import these, you're going to get nailed. You're going to get dinged. Okay. Or if you order from Play Value Toys, you got to meet whatever their minimum is to get the free shipping. And
They don't have free shipping.
There you go. So they don't do the free shipping.
I wanted to get something else, and yeah.
And I just this is not going the way I want it to. Hang on.
You got me programmed in the primary from before.
Yeah, depending on which one's first. Yeah. But it's almost worth it to go to that museum to buy a bunch of the sets. You'd have to check the prices and stuff, but it seems like it's not bad. Plus, hey, a trip through that museum, why not?
Well, average prices for Kobe sets are anywhere from 35 to 100 for, like, depending on how big you go, right? I got a couple planes for like 45. I think the tank was hovering around 45 to 50. The Sherman tank one. I wonder if I still have them listed on Amazon. But you can get them. You can get them pretty good without getting dinged. Still.
Yeah. So, like I said, not my first. I already got a few. So, since I am committed to building the military stuff this summer, this is part of the cars. I'll build this as part of the cars. It's like, why wait? So that's going to be super cool. Now, I did have her get me one jet, and this one is kind of special to me.
Oh, yes. I was just thinking that'd be awesome to get.
And what's sad is there's people, and actually there's your price, $79.
That's
which isn't
good.
bad. Yeah,
That's
well,
not-
it's and it's it's big, and it actually fills half the box. Now I think they tray their boxes inside, but still, it's a good feel. The box presents well, of course.
I think he just scored.
Yeah, it's a good one.
You scored.
Do we have? Oh, okay. 53 centimeters, so it's 20 inches long.
Foot and a half, just over a foot and a half. It's not bad.
Yeah.
And what's the detail? It's all smooth all around on there.
Oh, it's
yeah,
virtually studless. They're showing.
Yeah.
There's only a few studs.
With that now, printed pieces or stickers? That's the question.
Well, as far as I know, it's always printed with Kobe.
Was it? Okay.
I'm almost positive.
Very few stickers, from what I've heard.
Very few.
Very few.
I wish Cabbage was around because he'd be the guy to ask. Because that guy, I think he's got to deal with them because he gets a lot of them. He builds a lot of them. I think he's got himself a good deal with those guys. But in the English-speaking world, he seems to be like the number one guy, I think, now. But for me, it's like I remember, and I'm sure you guys do too, as a kid, these things were in the air all the time. And then, all that crap started happening. It's super expensive, right? $10,000 a flight, whatever it was, to fly on these things from like Toronto to London, or New York to London. But then everyone started crying about the environmental impact of these aircraft, and they all end up getting grounded one after another. And it's almost a shame because that's like a whole era gone. But I really love these craft, and I had them as models. I had them as toys, so I'm really stoked to be able to build this.
It's definitely almost like an 80s kids thing. Like that and the NASA space shuttle were the two things we wanted to see in the sky at any given time, right?
I don't know if this is going to show up on my camera. Where is it?
In the corner there?
If that comes in clear enough, that won't come in clear enough because it won't autofocus. But I'll post whatever that links to afterwards.
Probably like the details of the jet or something, maybe? Like the specs?
So the original crew was 3, 2 pilots and 1 flight engineer and 6 cabin crew. First flew in 1974. First entered service with British Airways in 76. The final flight was 2003. Wow.
That was after they were getting the problems with the leaking fuel. They had parts, that any part on the runway could take it out. Like
here's the thing,
right?
All the it's like they weren't continuously manufactured. You had whatever the first, number. Did they say how many were built over its lifetime? No.
Probably not that much of a big.
There is plenty of information. You can find out how many were built because I have no problem finding out for other aircraft I've built. But top speed Mach 2.0, only 100 seat capacities. Any wonder why it was 8,000 to 10,000 to fly on this thing?
Well, the thing is, you could arrive at your destination back in time. Right?
Yeah, you could land before you took off.
2-3 hours before you took off. So it's kind of funny that way.
No, but I mean, so she showed me everything, and I go, yeah, there's absolutely a whole bunch I would want. But when I saw that, it's like, that's unique. That's different. I'd love to have it, and it speaks to me. But I tell you, it's worth the trip to go to the Hamilton Museum. Oh, and apparently, I guess it's the 50th anniversary or some such.
Oh,
they
here you go,
bags.
Only 20 were built.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, including 6 non-commercial aircraft. So that must have been for like either cargo or testing or who knows what. And they were only built until 79, and then after that, that was done.
Wow! So 5 years, only 20 of them. And here's the thing: and they tossed in these books. They're kind of throwaway. Well, okay, they're branded as $10 books. To me, they're throwaways. But if you're a geek into like space, you get Hubble Space Telescope. Everything you could ever want to know about these things. I'm sure it'll put some people to sleep, but it's like just a beautiful book. Russian spacecraft. Actually, I'm watching Jack Ryan, so like anything to do with Russia right now is cool. The Apollo Project book. I mean, these are little $10 books, and I'll tell you, I'll actually will read them all at some point, even if I take them to work and read them in the car. But geez, even the photography, just to look through them. That's just tossings they threw in the bag, probably because they can't sell these things. But that was wicked cool. So not only did I get rid of my wife for a night, but I guess he's out of it when she come home. It's like, and she goes, "Happy birthday." I go, "Oh, okay." I should have asked for more. But no, that's cool because now I know I don't have to drive to Ottawa. Because when I did that rubber ducky trip, those of you that have been around long enough know I took that trip to Quebec for the rubber ducky. And on the return trip, it was go to Ottawa, side trip to Ottawa, racing there because I only had 3 hours or 4 hours to get there before they closed. So I did it in 3 hours. So I would have an hour to look around, and picked up a couple of those Top Gun sets because I wanted some Kobe and I didn't want to import it. So, and they had the biggest collection in North America actually of Kobe sets still. And Ryan says that it's no free shipping from Play Value Toys.
Not the last time I looked because I was Top Gun sets too. But
see, years ago, I haven't ordered from them in years, but I had ordered Lego because at the time they had Lego on the shelves 6 months to a year after they were taken off of shelves everywhere else. So there was definitely value in dealing with them. But yeah, I don't know. Also, puzzles. That's a great place to get puzzles if you're into that stuff. So that's my small haul, but I'm pretty pleased. Got the car finally. Only waited what's today? 22nd. So ordered that 22 days ago. And the back, and that's the thing. I find that more and more with Lego these days. Oh, by the way, that was another one that was UPS delivered, not FedEx. Yeah, UPS standard. Haha. I hope that's not what they're doing from now on. I'm hoping that was a temporary thing. Although someone made a joke and they said, yeah, UPS and FedEx have teamed up, made a new company called Fed Up.
Fed Up.
There's your dad joke for the night.
yeah,
it would be interesting. Actually, in that space, both companies are worried. FedEx is worried. And you know who's making them worry? Amazon.
Prime is their service is better, like for delivery?
Well, here's the thing. Amazon has rolled out in 10 years a courier service, if you add up all the different divisions, that rivals all the existing couriers. They've got their own aircraft in the air. They're already delivering Walmart packages in the UK. Think about it. Amazon is delivering Walmart in the UK. They're picking up slack for either UPS or FedEx in the States, wherever they've got capacity. Dude, they got a fleet of, 15,000 of this vehicle and 10,000 of that vehicle. What they're doing, soon they're not going to be a retail company. They're going to be an everything
delivery.
Well, they're everything else, right?
Yeah.
Half of our internet in North America is being housed on their servers, Amazon World Services.
Really?
Oh, dude. They rival Google for some stuff.
Wow.
And Microsoft and Google are paying for capacity on AWS. So
you know how dangerous it'd be to have somebody's browsing habits and their shopping habits?
Oh yeah. And
their algorithms.
Wow. Amazon is setting themselves up. They're entertaining us. I mean, okay, their streaming service is probably the worst of the bunch, but there's stuff.
No, but they know they can produce good shows that people are gonna jump on, right?
So you got the Prime delivery, you've got the retail, you've got the video service and music. Not that I care about the music, but people do. Some do. They're just getting into all these different markets.
Well, if you guys remember that movie Idiocracy, where they go to the future, like I don't know how many generations forward, but the big warehouse, shopping, that's everything in there. It's pretty much just like you're walking into a city. That's what it's going to end up. And then what's the other one? The Wall-E version too, where the B&L, it's just everything housed in there, and we're all taken care of by consumerism and all the rest. It's just terrible. Just terrible. It's not going to last long, but we'll see how this all rolls forward. But you know what? I always thought that Amazon had the niche market of you could go work for them and pick a car full of packages and deliver and make money off of that. So they added on like the layman,
well, they got flex delivery.
Flex delivery.
They got their in-house. They got flex delivery. They got this thing where you just go and once you're verified or whatever, you come in, you can pick up 100 packages, go deliver the next 36 hours.
That's nuts. Like, could you imagine? Like, that's taking a lot of volume away from other.
Oh yeah, how's Canada Post supposed to compete with?
They're terrible.
A Honda who's willing to go pick up 50 packages at 8 a.m.
Dude, right? Government workers, they're just like
delivered till 8 at night.
I have a package from Canada Post waiting from Thursday and redirected, schedule next business day. 4 days later, I'm like, get out of here. I'm like, give me my mail.
Now, keep in mind, in Canada, no one has the network that Canada Post has, but it moves at the speed.
But they're not. Post. Yeah, Canada Post is a lot of bloated paycheck. Yeah, no. I hear the stories of the Canada Post workers.
Because every courier that we deal with, you know, at Walmart, for example, there are zones they don't touch. And what they'll do is they'll forward it back to Canada Post, and the Canada Post will be your last mile delivery.
Yeah, because they'll deliver anybody.
Which is funny. You know, one reason we will use the other couriers is because we can't get the best price in all spots for all weights. For some we can, some we can't. And for the ones we can't, you know, maybe FedEx is the better deal. But then they'll subcontract it out, and in the end, who ends up getting it? Canada Post again. But why couldn't you make that deal with us, but you can make it with them, right?
Canada Post is not cheap. To send a small package to Saskatoon cost me $22. I'm like, really? It's like, since when? I have a fuel charge, $5. Like, it maybe $14 I would have been more apt to buying into, but you know, $5 plus tax later on. I'm like, oh, this is a rip. It's like, it's not worth shipping stuff in Canada anymore.
But you see what's popping up now, all these smaller couriers like Stallion and stuff. I saw it in our BrickLink group. Some of these guys are having problems with Stallion because Stallion's insurance, this one of our stores, they shipped a whole bunch of packages on a particular day, and 4 out of those packages went poof. Well, that was $600 worth of stuff.
Wow.
And he's dealing with them, but he goes, yeah, this is the time and cost of going through the whole process. He's losing no matter what. And he can't afford to get dinged like that. And what's worse, when they finally refunded him, he said, yeah, it's not real money either. It's credit. Well, I don't want to use your service again. Now I've got $600 tied up in your service I can't touch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all buried in the fine print.
Brutal.
Let's see, JB saying, I'm getting the new TIE Bomber, and I already have 2 of the new 501st battle packs. Oh, nice. Hey, the TIE Bomber, man. I'm so happy that came out.
I'm going to take off here, guys. But thanks,
Ryan.
Oh yeah, it's 8 o'clock. 10
Thanks
o'clock.
for hanging, buddy.
Yeah. Later, guys.
Yeah, I might have to call it quits too, guys. I got working for myself. Yeah, the new TIE Bomber, nice.
Yeah.
See you, Ryan.
We'll close her down. I got work in 6.5 hours.
Oh yeah, your weekend's over, bud. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Nice hanging out. Nate, I liked your pick a brick there. What's all that? Is that all spikies?
It looks like a bin of
this
hands.
Is silly.
Yeah, cool.
This was literally 2 scoops of I'm going to fill the holes. You know.
Oh, that's nice.
That's gonna look cool. Where's that gonna be for? What are you gonna use it on?
This? I don't know. I might put it on top of a fence or something.
Cool. You could do like a pit.
So they're just the claws or the spikes?
The inside, it's
They're little.
The spikies, right?
The little claws.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it was literally like I had some air left in the cup, and I deliberately just dumped 2 scoops of these.
So Nate, did you ever see that Super 18K Dragon I built? It's got like
the red one, right?
Yeah, the big red one. The entire actually it's all spiked with those. So there's probably like 300 of those just making the chest of it alone.
Wow.
Yeah. No, every time you touched it you cried because one would fall off, and it was so hard to build. Probably one of the most difficult builds I've ever done. wicked to look at though.
There you
And it's on top of my TV, way up there, because I got nowhere else I can put it. It's so damn big. Those wings are spanned. I should bring it down and see if it needs a dusting.
You gotta show us some of these pics at some point, Rick. Post some more.
I've
of your
never,
displays.
you know what? I've never been able to take proper pics until probably now.
Yeah, have some fun with it.
And I'll bring it down, and if I don't destroy it, I can take some pics of it because it does need to be updated. I took 3 photos of it because I couldn't get it all in view. It was horrible. But now
Do
I
some
can,
walleye vision of it, kind of.
yeah, and it might still end up a little walleye, but better than nothing.
All right,
All right, guys. We'll shut
awesome.
it down.
Thanks. Have a
Had
good night, guys.
time. Thanks for joining us, Greg, Big Nate, Dan B again, Ryan, who just he skedaddled. Take it easy, JB, and Ryan Brick, and everyone else who's watching. And I'll catch you sometime this week when I'm building again.
Have a good night, guys. Cheese.
Sounds good.